sure that it works, we have to see Lazo. I mean, you can't have a big Juno artist, reggae artist, musical maestro in studio, and you know you're not seeing him on the live. So we're gonna fix it up. He's right next to me right now. So yes, I think that's better. That's better. Okay. So yes, Nigel, we have changed seats.
We changed seats.
Well, yes,
okay,
Lazo
and then we'll be seeing you, him. They don't have to see me, but we'll be seeing you and him in a few.
Yes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So
okay.
yes, that's better. Lazo. Okay. Yeah.
So you see me
Let's
now?
go now. Yes, I can see Lazo now. Like Nigel, everybody gonna see him now.
Oh, yeah.
We
In
had
a
some
little bit.
issues,
All
but
right.
we have
So
rectified
see him
this
in a
now.
little bit. All
So
right,
he's,
no
as I said,
problem.
he's next to me. Okay, let me see. Are you seeing him now? I've put him
Yes,
on.
you can see him
You
now.
seen him
and
now?
You can
Okay.
see you.
Tutbagay
And
Kamashi.
you can see the other person next to him too.
Yes.
So we'll be good now.
I'm even afraid to look at my phone next thing. Lauren telling me something there. So
But you have
we
a lot
fix
of
it.
things they're telling you there.
Boy, we fix it. Okay, so yes, Lazo is right in the studio with me, and let us continue the discussion. Nigel, I think you were asking him a question at the time.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask him in terms of like some of the influences, like what songs were you guys listening to? What kind of music that was influencing what you were playing?
At that time, the calypso and calypso cadence was big at the time too. You know, with Exile One and Gramax and these guys were happening, and some of the French bands. You know, and also Bob Marley was big at the time too. You know, Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and the Wailers and these guys. You know? So these were all influences back there. Yeah, and I you know, in Dominica we're very eclectic. You know, we listen to everything. You know, whether it's R&B, it's funk, it's jazz, it's rock and roll. You know, so we were influenced by a lot of different genres. You know.
I still remember that man, me breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, yeah. I know. And actually, you know, for Black Blood, we practice in the gardens. There's a place called 33 Steps.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's my spot there.
You had like Keith Hagley and
Yes,
Albert Joseph, LBJ, and so what would happen? We had two acoustic guitars, and then Keith's mother had a piano, but she wouldn't allow us to practice there. So he would come to practice and sing his parts with his mouth. That's how we practice,
Okay.
and the drummer would be playing the drums on his lap. You know, that's how
you started.
yeah, that's how we
Wow.
practice.
Man, that is.
But I have a strong feeling for a song there, Lazo. I don't know why now.
Yeah,
Especially
At
now
that
you're
point,
right there,
yes,
you know.
but that's commitment, though. I mean,
Lazo, I want you to sing a song. I know Nigel asked questions. Lazo, sing something for us, man. Let's calm the air. Let's infuse something different in that energy that's there right now. So yeah.
If love is on your side, everything's gonna be alright. If love is on your side, everything's gonna be alright.
Wow.
What about that?
That's nice.
Yes,
You
and
chose
that
a
was
good
one of her
song.
favorite ones. I think
Yes.
that did the trick for her.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. I like that.
Yes,
I like
yes, that was actually a great composition, man. I remember that one. And
Thank you very
singing
much.
and playing that all the time. That was a great one for you, Lazo.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes. So at Gardens and wherever else you guys were practicing and so on. Do you remember how the name Black Blood came about, or was it just a thing that just happened?
Well, yeah. I think Albert Joseph, LBJ, we call him at the time, and he's the one because he was the leader of the band at the time.
Okay.
I think he's. But if you notice on the album, it says B Blood, because when we went to Martin, we recorded the album in one day. This was magic. The guy flew us from Dominica to Martinique, and straight into the studio, and started recording. And next day flew us back to Dominica. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So what happened? When there was another band in Africa called Black Blood, but we didn't know that. So when the album came out, it says B Blood. If you notice on the album, it says B Blood. So he couldn't call it Black Blood because it would be like kind of how you call that, copyright.
Yeah, copyright.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah, I
So
understand.
but yeah, LBJ came up with the name Black Blood.
Black Blood, okay.
Yeah.
Do you
By the
remember
way-
some of the tracks on that first album?
Beg your pardon?
Any tracks you remember?
You remember any tracks?
Yeah,
on that
man.
first
Like
album?
Pompeido. I think they said they still play with them.
No, boy, I sing that for. Boy, I love this song.
Pisu sav la vidou, ou karane koui. Pisou sav la vidou, ou ka nekoui. Pisou sav la vidou, pa vle mwen kawese. Pisou sav la vidou, ka animal pale mwen. Pompedo, 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 pompedo.
Wow. But what's Pompeo? No?
Well, it's a woman. He
Oh,
call her come
okay.
here.
That's right. It's Pompeo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was definitely a
Interesting.
popular number, man.
It
Yes,
was
it
quite
was.
popular.
Yes.
It was quite popular. Yeah.
Wow.
But what happened? Because we did sign a contract for 5 years. I mean, but what happened after the first album? When the time came to do the second one, because the band was doing very well in Montserrat and all the radio stations, and Tigo were playing the album a lot. But I think Gordon Henderson, if I remember quite clearly, told us because that time he came up with this new label. I forgot the name of the label he had in France.
Gordon, listen in there, boy.
Good.
Of course.
I think I forgot the name of the label he had in France, and then he told us, why didn't you guys come record with me? But what happened? For some reason, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Yeah, it didn't work out, and then we didn't go back to do the second album, and then I think maybe Gordon's company, I don't know what happened at the time, and so the band dissolved before we were able to do the second album. But it had quite a bit of potential, that band. It had the right pieces, the right elements,
Nice.
And B Blood. So from B Blood, what happened next on that musical journey for you?
Well, yeah, as soon as after B Blood dissolved, I went to Guadeloupe, I think.
But you guys were together for a couple of years, right?
Yeah, for maybe 2-3 years. Yeah.
Okay.
But after B Blood dissolved, then I decided to go to Guadeloupe for a little bit, Myself and the singer in that band was Nicolas Banis. I guess it was a brother of Greg Banis, Breaker's brother.
Yes, and of course his brother Slash is also listening. Slash
Slash.
morning to you as well. Slash connecting, appreciate that.
Slash was another
Yes, remember Nico very well.
Yeah. Slash is another great musician himself, He plays all different instruments. He plays bass, he plays sings, he plays drums.
Yes, they had the
he was a talented guy.
And so on.
The Widdies. I think his band was called Widdies. Yeah. So from then, after the band dissolved, I went to Guadeloupe for a while. Actually, we tried to regroup. Black Blood tried to regroup. Another story coming up again. We decided to try to go to Guadeloupe, leave from Castle Bruce. So I contacted a fisherman out there in a little fishing boat and scary stuff, And then we decided we're going to go to Marigoland, because from Marigoland it's no immigration to get into Guadeloupe. You could just take a boat and go to Guadeloupe. So I spoke with the fisherman and all the guys, like Keith. Keith told his mom, he was flying. He said, we'll be flying to Guadeloupe. But he lied. So we took this little boat in Castle Bruce, the 5 of us, man. It's a good fisherman boat, But the fisherman told me, make sure you don't bring any Rastaman, because I had no locks at the time. But he said, don't bring any Rastaman, because he doesn't want problems with the authorities over there, So I said no. Yeah, I said there's no Rastaman in the band, So, but Albert Joseph, he had long locks actually, but he put it underneath a thumb and put it tight, so the guy wouldn't notice. But when we got in the middle of the ocean, the guy stopped to raise his fish pot, so Albert started vomiting and his head started banging around, and then the hat fell off and his long locks came out, man. And the guy got so angry with me, I guess he was thinking of, what should I do? Should I throw the guys over in the sea or something? It was scary, I mean. So this was a very, very, very funny story. So that's how we. But when we got to Guadeloupe, then some of the guys couldn't take the hard time because they had no money, they were working, and then after 2 or 3 months, the guys from Roseau, because there's 3 guys from Roseau, and they decided to come back.
They could not stay.
They couldn't take it in Guadeloupe. It was too rough. They came back. So this was the end of Black Blood. So I maybe stayed another 6 months, and then I came back to Castle Bruce, and there was this guys from Castle Bruce living in Ottawa, Canada, who came down looking for a bass player and a singer to join them in Ottawa. The band was called New Connection Band at the time, So So people told them, oh, there's this young bass player, the name of Lazo and Nicolas Banis. So that's how two of us went to Canada to join these guys. You know, so after we got there for a while, we spent a couple of years with them. But they had 3 singers from Barbados who were really, really good. These guys used to do like the OJs and the Manhattans and the Four Tops, and they were very good doing the dances and all that stuff. But after a while, the 3 guys quit, and we had some shows, and that's how I ended up singing, because we had some shows booked. So myself and the keyboard player, he's from Castle Bristol, Garnet Challenger. I mean, you must have heard about him. I think he has some music out there too, you know. So we decided to lead the band as the singers in the band. That's how I ended up singing, because it's something I wasn't really interested in singing. It's something I really wanted to do. I wanted to be a part of the band, and I love playing bass. Even though on my records, most of the records I play bass on the record. You know, I mean, it's hard to do it and sing and do it live. But in recordings, I do play bass. You know, okay. So that's how I ventured out as a solo artist from that time.
Mm-hmm. What year was that?
I can't
remember the year.
About 90 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, so that's pretty early.
Yes,
Pretty early.
Yeah.
Wow. And imagine you would have gone on.
About 85.
And Nigel, by the way, the Jno award is there, but I held it, Nigel. I have to take a picture.
You holding on to it?
Of course.
Yeah, it's
I have
right.
to take a picture if it has to.
It's right here, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Jno award that he received.
We'll find out about the Jno award in a little bit too. Yes.
All right.
That's an important one.
By the way, what is the
That's
book
the
saying,
important
Nigel? What is the
Well,
book saying?
the book, as you know, we had some little things. Everybody had to jump off and jump back on. So everybody coming back on now. So let's see. Someone is saying that, is it your song about 1, 2, 3? Come hold me 3, 4, 5. But I think they said that was Jeff Joe.
No, that's
not
Jeff Joe.
Lazo.
1, 2, 3. Come go with me. 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
6, 7,
Somebody
8.
say Lazo still songs great voice still.
Yeah.
Of course, Catherine Janice Layton, always listening, locked in from California. Let's see. I've been wanting to know how they came up with the name Black Blood. Of course, we found out about that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Lauren Banis is still here, making sure everybody is good. Marvin Brady, good morning to you. Carl Kofi James, mentioning that the road through music is really tough. It's not an easy road when you know, in the musical world and stuff like that.
Lazo.
Yeah, I cannot. Yeah, I definitely can attest to that. But you got to be committed to something, you know. And then, because even with me right now, I also do a tribute act, the Bob Marley tribute also, you know, because for economic reasons, you know, because sometimes if you're just doing your stuff, you will be forced to maybe have some other job or something like that, and something I refuse to do, you know, so that's why because I was a member of the Wailers too, you know. I don't know if you guys know that, but
you have to tell us. Give us the story, man. Give us that story.
Yeah. This was many years after Bob died, you know. They were looking for the Wailers were looking for a singer, you know, and so I guess they went online and I got a call from one of my booking agents and said, the Wailers want a singer because they have a tour set for South America and the USA and stuff. So if I'm interested, so I said sure, you know, and if a band like the Wailers interested, because they were online looking for singers, right? And I guess they saw me and they liked what I did. The same bass player from Bob Marley, Ashton Barrett, he was the leader of the band at the time, and the keyboard player was Keith Sterling, who was Peter Tosh music director. They were the leaders of the Wailers at the time. So so I went with them. I toured right through the US, all through South America with them for about 6 months and stuff, you know. But financially, I don't think it was, because I wanted to do some of my stuff, you know. I wanted to do some of my music too, you know, and I didn't want to just be singing Bob Marley. You're right, you know. So we had to come to some kind of agreement, you know, and financially, maybe if financially it was really rewarding, I would like, I would have stayed, you know. But I decided, you know, I would rather do my own stuff. And
you perform with big musicians.
Yeah, man.
Family man, Barrett.
Ashton Barrett, yeah.
Keith Sterling.
Because as a young boy, these guys were my idols, you know, and then I was in the same band with them. It was kind of, you know, it's kind of wow. I couldn't believe it myself, you know.
So around that time, what were you thinking of? Just moving forward, just doing more, going deeper into it.
Actually, these guys, because they realize this is not what I want to do. This is what like a stepping stone for me. You see,
what was your passion? What you really wanted to do at that time?
I want to do my stuff. You know what I mean? Because I have eight albums now or original stuff. You know, and because with Black Blood, when we first started, most bands they started doing cover songs, but not Black Blood. Black Blood was all originals. You see, all originals. You know. So I wanted to do my stuff. So we had a meeting with the Willers. They asked me what I wanted to do. I said, yeah, I would stay with you guys, but I'll have to do some of my stuff. I have to do some of my material. You know. And this is where I think they realize this is not what I want to do. I don't want to just sit around and be a whaler, you know. I want to let the world know what Lazo can do, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Nigel, I mean, I really hope. I mean, we have so many gifted artists. A lot of them are overseas. When you have someone like Lazo and you listen to his story, Nigel, I mean, you don't have to listen to his story now for you to understand that he should be recognized, you know, nationally. For some reason, put him on World Queer Music Festival and other events as well. But I mean, take it like that, as it is on Connecting the Dots. You hear the story, so I'm really hoping that greater recognition, Nigel, you know, will go.
Definitely so. And I think somewhat I can't remember who mentioned it, but one of our guests we were talking about having, you know, maybe one of the nights of the World Queer Music Festival, have it as, you know, the local night or something, where we can have, you know, our local artists present themselves to the world, because we have enough of our local acts that can fill a night and can carry that crowd and keep them in different genres.
I like that. That is so
true. You know,
true.
so we definitely have to look at that and to, you know, maybe carve out one night just for the local acts, you know. Because
we have a lot of local acts right here and abroad. We have we
definitely have enough to sustain and good music, though, not just because they're local acts, but because they're good and they can hold their own, you know. So
just recently we had Styler Rock and
Brian
and Brian Rock.
Yes, you know, Brian Rock as well. So, you know, Rockets. So we definitely hope, you know, that can be considered. We have the 25th anniversary of World Queer Music Festival coming up next year, and we have enough local musicians and local acts that have been through the world, and people have gone to support them. We have to support what's ours as well.
But this Creole thing, this Creole festival thing, I've been hearing about this for a long time, you know, because even way back when I used to come with Ted, when Ted Daly was on the show, and
that's your boy, eh?
Yeah, man, that's my boy. Ted used to keep on. When are we gonna see Lazo on the Creole Festival? When are we gonna see Lazo on the Creole Festival? So actually, now I just decided, you know, man. It's up to these folks. I'm not gonna. I don't beg. I don't. You know, I don't beg. I don't steal. I don't borrow. You know what I mean? So if they want to put me in a festival, it's fine. But I mean, because if you look at even like festivals like in Jamaica where they have like Some Fest and Rebel Salute, and it's 99.9% Jamaican artists on the show. You see what I mean? Because as you guys just said, we have a lot of great artists out there.
Let me just see if someone is on the line for us for the program. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Ivona.
Yes, good morning to you.
And good morning to my brother, my comrade, my friend, Lazo. This is Cil Joseph.
Oh, Cecil, my brethren. What, man? Long time no see.
Happy to hear your voice again.
Yes, man. Yeah. You brought me here many times. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. My first conversation with you on radio, man.
For real.
It's still the same, you know. I'm just so happy that you could tell the world your story, and I want to be another one to really speak to the authority to get you onto the World Queer Music Festival. I remember my first interview with you, I made it very clear that we cannot get people from outside of Dominica thinking that they're great and knowing that they have fame, and we have a person like you who normally go around the world and perform. I mean, just a few weeks ago, Lazo, I know that you were performing in some country, I think in Canada, wherever it was.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do. I've been all over, man. I've been many festivals.
Yes.
Actually, there's a festival. He talked about it. A festival called Some Fest. It's a huge festival. I've done it 25 consecutive years.
Wow.
You know,
right? So I want to wish you well.
Wow.
I know that you will do good, and I know you make Dominica proud. Thank you again, man, for
CJ.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man. I hope we get to hook up before. I want to see you and talk to you. All right.
Yeah, man. I'll see you, man. All right, then.
All right, cool, yeah.
Man, Lazo, Lazarus, Jno Finn, our guest on Connecting the Dots this morning. Nigel, I really love this. Just listening to his journey in music. We have so much more to cover. We haven't even talked about he receiving the Jno Award, and he performing with so many other great acts. I think he would have performed with the African reggae star Alpha Blondy as well, right?
Yeah. When I was with the Whalers, we did a tour of South America, the Whalers and Alpha Blondy together. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, let me just say, Jopi said Lazo is also our cousin, musically very talented. The band is Roots, so he's in
yes,
New York
man.
as well.
Respect Jopi.
And of course Kofi and all the others as well.
Rebel
so
Rocker.
Many musicians we have, Rebel Rocker. So many musicians we have, Nigel. It's
We
always
do,
nice when we have
definitely
them
have.
on Connecting
And,
the Dots.
and like I said, we can hold our own, and we certainly hope that that will be considered for one of the nights of the Prayer World Music
Imagine our
Festival.
musicians going all over, performing in Paris, in France. I mean, all over the world, and then they have not performed, in Dominica, a big festival. Obviously, you can have all of them at the same time, but the more we can invite them to perform, the better for us.
Yes. And as I said, different genres we have it, So you can imagine we have the bouyon, we have the reggae, we have the kadas, we have all the different genres that can come on one night and really rock that crowd and do what we have to do. But Lazo, in terms of other influences, because it seemed like you kind of stuck into the reggae.
Yeah.
But B Blood, and then you Cassie Bruce and Gordon Henderson and the kadas and everything. What kind of made you decide in a way that the reggae is the way you want to go?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Because when I went to Canada, because when I left Black Brothers, we're doing kadas, right? When I left Dominica to go to Toronto, to Canada, but when I got to Canada, because if you're doing music full time, I mean, you gotta you gotta earn a living, you know what I mean? So I realized at that time, trying to do kadas in Canada, it'll be very, very difficult, and at that time, Bob Marley was kind of huge in all over the world, actually, So I realized early that if I stick to reggae, rather than because you see, I mean, with kadas at that time, people hardly sang any kadas in English. It was mainly all Creole thing, right? Right, and it's very difficult to be playing music and people don't understand what you say, because especially if you in Dominica it's fine, but if you in Canada and America, it might be a bit difficult. So this is why I decided, why don't I do reggae? Because I mean, whether it's reggae or zouk, because to the bone I'm a Pan-Africanist, you see, and I think we it's time we stop pigeonholing things and saying, okay, it's zouk and this is kadas and reggae. I think if we all say, okay, so it's African music, because everything is African, we are African people. I mean, some of us might not accept that, but we could, you could take us out from Africa, but you can't take Africa out of us. That's who we are. We're Africans, to the bone, right? So that's why I decided that I thought it would be much more convenient to stick to the reggae rather than the zouk, and that's why I decided to go that way. Yeah.
And you have no regrets?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I love my zouk, and even with the bouyon, I hear the man have a bouyon thing happening there and all that stuff, And I mean, I wouldn't call it bouyon because I'm a country boy, and bouyon is a thing. Usually, you throw the water out. I'll call it braff.
Wow. Braff.
Yeah. Because you see, bouillon, when you make bouillon, you cook bananas and dash in and things, and then you throw out the water, right? So that is the bouillon. But the braff is when you mix everything.
But I think they're talking about the different elements of the music, the jingping, the gouache, the belly.
Exactly.
So
that's why.
A melange, a potpourri.
But you don't throw out the bouillon. You don't throw out the braff. You throw out the bouillon. But I mean, it's not cutting down. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a creation, and I think we should accept it. You know what I mean? And it's as I heard. I think I heard Ras said one time. It's all elements of African elements. Because if you listen to the zouk, the kadas, the bouillon, all that stuff, it's basically different elements of African music.
Nice.
Yes. Ivona says she wants a song, Lazo.
You see why, Nigel? You watch your phone, man. Nigel say Ivona says she wants a song.
Which song you want, Ivona?
Any song. Crucial. You know, anything,
Crucial.
man. Anything.
One of my favorite songs is a song I have called Something Real, you know.
Oh yes, I know that one.
I ain't got a doctor of philosophy. I ain't got no share in your big company. But I know I got something that I know that I got something that is real. Lord, I know I got something they can feel. I was born and raised down in the heart of the ghetto, where I fought so hard to survive. My days were my nights, and my nights were my days. I was seeking for a solution, searching for a way out of Babylon. But Lord, I know I got something that is real. Yes, I know I got something they can feel. Talking about music.
What does the music do to you when you're on stage in particular? Are you in a trance? Are you
Yeah,
feeding the people?
yeah,
Are you
I
just
know.
like in your vibes and
Yes.
your elements? What happens
Yeah,
to you?
I know, man. It's just like it transforms me, you know. I just because usually 90% of the time my eyes are closed. My eyes are closed, you know. It's just like a. It's hard to describe, but it's just it's a different world, you know. It just something takes over, you know. Something take over you. Music, it just take over you. You don't, you know. Because I say my eyes are closed. I don't look at people. My eyes are closed. Most of the times I'm singing. If you look at me, the eyes are closed, you know. So
Wow.
and the spirit takes over, you know.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Is
Nigel,
that the
I love
same?
this.
Is that the same
But-
feel you get when you're writing, when you're composing your music? How do you go about
Yeah.
doing that?
Good.
Well, yeah, I compose in many different ways. You know, sometimes you hear a beat. You could just start with a beat, or with a nice bass line, or something, a lyric line. So I mean, it all varies. There's no one way of writing a song. You know, it comes in different ways. You know, you could start it for a lyric or a drum beat or bass, a melody line. You know, so it varies. It
And
definitely
you
varies.
note that down and you would continue it after.
Exactly.
And you get inspiration from a lot of different things, from creation, from everything.
Exactly,
from the
from
environment.
nature. I'm a nature freak too. I love nature. I like spending time, and I like spending a lot of time alone too. Because that's when,
loner.
yeah, I'm a real loner. Yeah, because sometimes people
Alone
talk.
time. That's me as
Yeah,
well.
people talk too much, and people just talk, and
alone time. I like this.
Yeah,
I like this.
big time. Yeah.
Wow. Look, vibes, Ivona and Nigel. I love this.
A lot of vibes on the journey. So Lazo, for those who just join in, just kind of quick, like always like to kind of recap the whole thing. Lazo from Casibro, Stipier, Jalousie, technical college, did a little thing, realized that plumbing not for him, and then of course moved on to Canada with Nico and the rest, B-Blood, practicing in gardens and everything else. And now you're in Canada doing your own music and doing what you're doing. What has it been like for Lazo on this journey that I just mentioned? Have you at the times you tell yourself, man, this is Lazo really going through this, or you tell yourself, maybe it's time to stop this? What has it been like for you? What was the journey has been like?
No, I mean it's my life. You know, it's my life. I mean, you can't stop it. You know, if you destined to do something, you can't stop it. You know, because there's a power that's much higher than me, and and stuff. And if you've chosen to do something, I mean, sometimes because you see, working with a band could be problematic sometimes because because everybody has their own visions and their own how they want to live their lives, and so sometimes it's not easy working with groups and stuff. I mean, recording is different because I could sit by myself and make a whole album alone, right? Because I play quite a few of the instruments myself, so it's easier that way. But when you have a group, this person wants that and this person, so you got to give and take, and so yeah, it's not easy working in a group, because that's
you
why
already like to be a loner.
exactly.
I don't know vibes. I don't know vibes, man. That's my kind of vibe. But let me ask you like a double barrel question now. What would you describe as your biggest achievements thus far in music, and probably what your greatest challenge you would have faced on this journey already? I'm not sure if your biggest achievement is receiving the Juno Award, or it could be something else. I know you also have a degree in political science.
Yeah.
So what is your biggest achievement?
It's a good question.
You already award, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a great.
Let's see it properly again. Let's bring it closer.
Yeah,
to
this
you.
is a great achievement, you know, because it's the Grammy Award of Canada, you know, it's the highest music award. Like people like Drake and Cil Dion and everybody won the same award, right? So you know, actually the time I won the award, I think Cil Dion was in the audience at the time, you know, getting the same award too, right? So this I think it's great to be recognized by your peers, you know. I mean, I also won the top reggae performer in Canada, which is a Jamaican award in Canada. It's organized by the Jamaican organizations in Canada, and I also won that award, you know, because this is one of my very strong points to performing. You know, people think I'm a very dynamic performer, you know. I think
Also, you move a lot on stage.
a lot.
What? But Nigel, I did my research, but I did not look at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I did not look at you. No more dancing away. And
I think this is my strong point. Actually,
eh.
I think it's performing. Yeah, that's yeah. You know,
you just
so,
set up a stage here, man, Nigel.
yeah, do all kind of crazy things on stage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what the Banis is doing. Remember?
Oh yes, Greg. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to reach Greg.
Yes,
I'm not getting him
yeah.
though. But that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I mean with the political science degree, because you see, when I left, it took me like quite a few years after getting to Canada, because I was thinking of coming back to Dominican and getting involved in politics. Actually, that's why I went to school, and something very already happened in my third or fourth year at university. That's when Lauren Banis, because she was into banking, she decided to get into politics. So that kind of it would be very I told her that many times. She knows. I told her many times. It would be very difficult for me to come back and try to compete to contest the Cassim's constituency against.
And that was in your mind. That was in the back of your mind to contest.
Yeah. I was thinking. I was thinking of coming back to Dominican and contest Cassim's.
You would have made a right about turn from music, your musical career, and going
I
to
think so.
politics.
I think because I mean that's why I went to. Because at the time too, doing the music thing in Canada, I was saying to myself. Because as I told you, remember that music to me came as a second option because I wanted to.
But how does a loner enter a political arena?
Well, I maybe that's why this happened. I mean, this wasn't for me, you know. I guess you know that's why it happened, you know. So when Lauren decided she was going to go up, I said, you know what, because we were very close. We grew up in the same grandmother's backyard, and you know, and stuff like that, you know. And so maybe it's the Most High set it up that way. Maybe so that's stay away from that, you know.
You ever had an experience that really challenged you? Maybe one of your biggest challenges that's always at the back of your mind, something that would have happened on that journey. For some musicians, they would tell you about an accident probably they had, you know, or something else.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as you, on your musical journey, any challenge that you would have encountered that probably, I don't know, get you thinking probably you should, you know, go on another trajectory or something like that?
Go on a trajectory. Nothing I could think of, because I mean
Okay.
I've been very fortunate, you know, because
that's good.
all the shows I mean
Okay.
have been very successful, and the audience has been raving, and you know, and stuff, and everywhere I perform they ask me back over and over and over and over, you know what I mean. So it's just like I don't know, so I guess
Do you like your charisma on stage? Yes,
Have you had the opportunity, Lazo, to perform with other Dominican local acts, like maybe like Rebel Rocker and you know other local acts?
Yeah, I perform with Rockets. And actually, Rocket, we did a few shows across America. You know, he's another good performer. I think he should be on the festival too, Brian Rocket.
Yes. I mean, he was our guest couple Saturdays ago. Yeah, definitely so.
He and Sty. Actually, Sty for the last 3 years, Sty been playing drums with me. You know, in the US and Canada, and hopefully this year I think he'll be doing it again. You know, come up to. You know, and even Bud Belloni from the reggae.
Nigel, you see, you look at history, and he's saying this, and I'm smiling. I'm so proud, you know, as a Dominican. I mean, you it's one thing to know that we have a lot of Dominicans abroad performing well, you know, especially, you know, in music and all of that. But when you hear one of the artists just mention the names, and it really brings, you know, joy. So, you know, sort of joy to me. I really loved it.
Yeah, and
Give us some more names, and you would have performed with Dominicans abroad.
Yeah, let me see.
A lot of them, I guess, right? You can't even remember.
Plenty of them. Sty, Bird, Bellany from.
I was playing a song just before we started the program. A song written by Kofi and sung by Hermina and I think Wendy.
Oh, right, Hermina.
Wendy Allen. Wendy.
Robin.
Robin, yes. Mm-hmm. You'd have performed with them?
Yeah. Hermina plays with me for the past 15 years or so. Hermina been singing with me. When I go on tour in the US, she's with me. Very good singer too, the Hermina Georgia, and stuff. So she's been with me, and there's another singer called Diane James from Marriott. She's been doing backgrounds with me and stuff like that, And so there's a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
You see why we need to have this local act in the World Korean Music Festival. And I keep saying that until it happens, by the way. So, but hey, good morning to you. I'm Dr. Dubs. I want to say good morning to Lazo as well. Dr. Dublin, I want to tell you good morning, Lazo.
Who's Dr. Dubs?
Dr. Damien Dublin.
Yes, Damien Dublin, Dr. Dublin.
Oh, okay. Good to see. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Yes. And I know that he's one of those that would probably want to see you on the World Korean Music Festival as well. So we're going to make things happen. We need to have that local night.
And actually, something. I think in Casablanca they're planning in the planning stages right now of doing a reunion for August. And if it works out, I may be because right now we're negotiating that I come down and bring.
That'd be good. You'd like that.
I would like that. I mean, although August is a very, very busy month for me in America, but I'm trying to make it possible that I can bring my band down and try to do something up there, for them.
For the Casablanca Rooks.
Yes.
Yes. What about in terms of what's upcoming for that? So this Jno Award, Lazo, it's almost like the Grammys, equivalent to the Grammys.
Exactly.
That we know of here in the US.
That's what it is. The highest.
How did you feel? What was the feeling like when you got that particular award?
Man, I was very, very excited. Actually, there are quite a few other people up for the awards, like 6 or 7 people up for the nominations, and there was this Jamaican guy. He's a very famous Jamaican guy in Toronto, because he wrote a lot of good songs in Studio One in Jamaica and stuff. And I met him a couple of days before the awards show, and then he saw me in the market and he said to me, "Lazo, are you ready for defeat?" I remember that very well. He said, "Are you ready for defeat, Lazo?" I said, "Yeah, man. Come what may, Because he was so sure he's a Jamaican. Who's this little Dominican boy coming here trying to win an award, So when they said, and the winner is, and it was Heart and Soul, that song, that was the album that won it. I feel the music in my soul. That was the album that won this award. So when they played the song, I just started running up the stage. Man, I was very excited, and stuff like that. And I gave the people the joke about it, I was looking at him in the crowd actually. He said, "Yes, I'm ready for defeat now."
Wow.
it was really funny. It was really, really funny.
Wow, receiving a Jno Award have to be a big thing for you.
It's a big, yeah.
So when you received the award and you would have received of course all the accolades and you look back from where you came from in Casablanca, having to spend 4 years in Standard 7, and then moving on, and going through the challenges of the music business, going to Martinique on a little boat or a little pui or whatever it was.
I'm telling you.
And then you there receiving this Jno Award. What was going through your mind?
I mean, yeah, whatever you dream is possible,
Whatever the mind conceives.
Exactly, you could achieve it, But you have to work towards it, It's not just thinking, oh, I'm going to dream, and you know what I mean, and it's going to happen, You got to work diligently, and I mean, you got to take constructive criticisms too, Because some people think, oh, you got to listen what people say, and then you don't believe everything people say. But I mean, if there's something constructive, you should take it. You should take the advice. You know what I mean? Yeah, and just work, and never give up.
This guy is so humble, Nigel.
Yes, and I mean, people don't recognize in terms of what he's able to achieve and what he's able to do.
It's amazing you said that, because once they were doing this after the hurricane. Was it Erica? The devastating Maria, right? So they were having this thing on a radio station in Toronto to raise funds for. And when I went to the station, the manager of the station, he said that to me. He said, "Man, you're too humble, man. You much bigger than that. You're too humble, man. You must." But to me, I mean, You gotta keep your feet on the ground. No matter, you know what I mean? Because we're all equals. You know, nobody's bigger than anybody.
Where does that humility come from? From your boyhood days, or when you started growing up and realizing it doesn't make sense to be haughty, or
Yeah, I don't like haughty people,
or
man.
too much foolish pride is not good.
Yeah, I don't like haughty people
So
at
around
all.
that time you realized that you should be humble, or did it come from even when you were a little boy?
When I was a little boy, because as I said, I mean, I used to have to feed the chickens, feed the goats, the pigs, the fowls, carry water before I go to school, or, and go feed the rabbits, and all
Do you
that.
do that as you're in Dominican now? Do you go to on the farm and?
Well, I'm on the farm every day. I'm planting a lot right now. I just cleared about almost quarter acre of land, and I started out planting plantain and cassava yesterday. And
Boy, Nigel, imagine Lazo planting and he's just singing track after track after track and the grass all there.
yeah, man, I love to plant.
So once you plant, you sing along.
Yeah. I plant all the time, and I think people should be planting more because I mean this keeps you grounded. When you're working with the soil, it really keeps you grounded. It keeps you grounded. So I love planting, and that's why I come down here. Because when I come down in October, November, and I stay till March.
Wow.
February,
and you'll be planting all through.
And what's ironic about it too is that when I plant this stuff, when time to leave, I got to leave all here, and people just eat it up.
Call me now, Lazarus. Come.
Actually, I have
a crocker's bag for me.
I have a tenant right now. She said, what she said to me, she said, Lazo, you planting for me, man.
Wow.
It happens all the time. But that's cool, That's cool.
And you have blessed hands.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Niceness. Wow, Nigel, Go
What's
ahead, Nigel.
What's upcoming for Lazo? What's the upcoming? Any tours? Anything upcoming?
Well, yeah, actually, come April, I'm starting again. I'm going to California. I'm going to Vancouver because I have a few agents and start booking. I'm booking up already for April till October.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you may not be back in August for your
Castle reunion? Yeah, I'm gonna try to leave that window open.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, because I want to come back. Yeah.
That'd be a big thing.
Yeah,
for an event like that.
I'm trying to leave that window open. Because we've been talking about it. We've been definitely talking about it. And I have someone who's willing to sponsor the tickets for the band to come down. Yeah, a friend of mine who's willing to sponsor the tickets for them.
That'd be big with Nigel to have people like Breaker. Whenever they invited Breaker.
Yeah, I think Breaker is coming too.
Boy.
I think Breaker
look it. No, that'd be good.
And he looks good. He looks good still, man.
Yes,
I see him performing, man.
He's just, we always talk. That's my boy.
For real?
Oh, yes. Breaker and I always talk. He's
great,
always performing.
Breaker great, man.
Yeah. Wow.
But Lazo, in terms of I mean, and you kind of mentioned it earlier in terms of advice for especially young people who are thinking of getting into music or who is involved in music now, what would you tell them?
Yeah, good question. First I would say identify your gift or your talent, because I mean if you're working at something you're not good at, you're not going to succeed at it, you know what I mean? So you have to identify what is your gift, or what your talents, because we all have God give everybody a gift and talent, but the thing is that you have to identify what it is, because if you're just working at something that's you're not good at, then you're wasting your time, right? So you got to identify what talent is and what gift you have, and then work tirelessly to accomplish that. I mean, people might try to discourage you and stuff like that, so you just keep on working, and then if you and don't give up, you never give up, because sometimes the time you give up, success is just around the corner, and so you have to keep on working tirelessly, and this is it. That's the advice I would give to people. Keep at it, and don't ever give up.
Good advice.
And in terms of reggae music, do you feel that, and not just reggae music, do you feel we should be playing more for our local music? We should be recognizing more for our local artists?
Well, definitely. I mean, as I said too, whether it's because I try to emphasize the fact that we're African people, and we have to try to come together as a people, and let's incorporate as much as we can, like whether it's African, because even all the zouk and the cat dance and stuff, it's African rhythms that you can listen to the Haitian bands, and that's what it is, and whether it's reggae and stuff. So the more we could collaborate and and do things, I think it's the better, I mean.
Nigel, I'm listening to Lazo, and you know what comes to mind as well? And I think he's from Castle Bruce too, you know.
Who?
What's his name? Liberator.
Yeah, man, my partner.
Liberator, he's from Castle Bruce.
Yeah, a good songwriter.
Yes.
a
I'm
good
just
songwriter.
hearing Liberator, yeah, man.
He's a good songwriter too. I saw him yesterday. We talk all the time. Cause we live like 5 minutes from each other in Castle.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
Yes, there's been a lot of great artists from Cassie Bruce. So a bit of good writers and musicians and everything else. Ivona says she wants one other song before you
Boy,
leave.
Nigel, you reading my mind there, man. Bob Marley, anything could do.
Which
Anything
one?
could do. It could be a Bob Marley.
Yeah.
It could be two songs.
Could be one of yours. She says she just wants another song before you leave.
Thank you, Nigel. Messi, Opil.
Which one you want?
Anyone will do, man.
Okay, what about Never Give Up? Because we just talk about Never Give Up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an easy road, carrying this heavy load. But now we've come so far, we've got to push a little bit harder. Blow by blow we'll chip away. There's got to be a brighter day. I don't care what the oppressors say. We've done our work, now it's time for pay. And so we never give up. Lazo never gave up. No, never give up. That's another one. Which one you want again? You want a Bob Marley one?
Yeah, sing a Brother Bob for me.
See, I Brother Bob for you. Let me give you a Bob Marley.
There's so many, you can even choose one, right?
All pirates, yes, they rob us. So lost to their merchant ships. Minutes after they took us from their bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs. All I had was redemption songs. Yeah, man, real thing.
Nice. You've made Ivona happy for the day. Nice connection.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
I really appreciated it.
This was a really no stress interview. It's very relaxing.
Oh yeah, we're always easy, man.
That's how we do that. That's how we make sure we can connect with you and connect with our people who want to become guests on this on connecting the dots. I'm not sure if you've listened to the program before, but generally in terms of this program, we try to connect Dominicans throughout the entire universe. Your thoughts on a program like that and what you think should happen?
Well, yeah, actually, I've been hearing a lot about it. Actually, some friend called me yesterday. He said, "Man, I listen to this every week. So you guys doing a great job. So keep it up."
So we connect with Dominicans right here and Dominicans residing abroad as well. We do that every Saturday. We have been doing this for 4 years now, Nigel and myself.
It's amazing.
Yes, and we have had so many artists. Well, the good thing for me is that especially when we have guests and they come in the studio, I'm with them after. So there's always a program after a program. Nigel doesn't get that opportunity.
Unfortunately, yes. She kicked back for herself.
Nigel, sometimes we go for breakfast. Sometimes, let me tell you something. He does have good
She
times.
kicked back for herself.
He has some good times. He does really have some good
For
times.
real, yeah.
But Lazo,
my next visit home soon enough, then we'll organize that as well.
Yeah. But Lazo, it's really a pleasure discussing with you, and I'm really happy that Lauren has been at me for us to have you on.
Yeah, she's one who set it up.
She told me, yes, he's in Dominica, you need to have him on, and I'm so happy that I had you on.
It's a pleasure, man. I had a wonderful time. No stress, just very, very free. I love that. Yeah.
So you're enjoying DA whilst you're here?
Yeah, my lord, I love it.
Apart from enjoying Castle Bros, but generally you're enjoying DA.
Yeah, I love them. Actually, I'm going to go around the island soon. I'm going to go driving all around. Go to the Springs, go to Portsmouth, go to Kashaku, go to everywhere. I'm going to go everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to go everywhere.
Yes,
nice to reconnect as well. Yes, but definitely, Lazo. it was nice connecting again. Like I said, the last time we connected was when you were here. We were organizing stuff for Maria, and
Yes. Right, that's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Were you in Florida too when we were packing
But that's where he is.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what. Yeah.
Okay,
one of the
okay,
champions
okay.
for this cause.
I think Powell was there too. Powell, remember this
Yes,
guy?
Alex Powell
Yeah,
Bruno.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
helping
there's
us.
Fabian and Marlon and you know and the rest of
Exactly.
the group that was there, making sure everything would happen
Yes,
to
man.
get those containers shipped. You know, so
For real,
uh,
for real.
it was a nice connection there.
Dominica's come a long way since after Maria, man.
Oh
It's
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
A lot
yeah.
has been done. A lot has been done.
Definitely so, definitely so. But it was nice connecting again, Lazo. We want to wish you continued success on the journey, man, the musical journey that you're on, and to keep Dominican's flag flying high, keep the music where it's supposed to go,
Sure.
and continued blessings on that journey.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'll do my best, you know, do the best I can to push Dominic and let people know. I mean, one thing sometimes it's most people get it confused with Dominican Republic, and I have to keep on telling them, no, it's Dominica. You know?
We have a good job. You're an ambassador for your country, so
Yeah, I keep telling them, I keep pushing it. Yeah, for sure. It's to me, it's one of the most because I've been to a lot of countries. I think this is one of the most beautiful in the world. That's why I come back.
we really want to see you perform here, Nigel. We
Yes.
have to
Make sure you keep that
perform.
window open for World Creole Music Festival next year.
Yeah, but
25th anniversary. We have to make it happen.
yeah, because I mean, I remember Lauren took me to when Bull was in charge, took me down to him and talked to him about it. And he said, yes, it was going to happen. It didn't happen, you know. And Dexter said he got contacts with McIntyre, Dr. McIntyre, and it spoke to him. And so I don't know what's
So
happening.
let's see what happens. Let's see
We-
what happens.
Listen, man, the
see what-
universe
what
unfolds
happens
as it
in
should.
December.
And everything is timing. When it happens, when it has to happen, it will happen.
Exactly.
That's it.
So that's okay.
Yeah, accept things for what they are, not what you wish for.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. But appreciate the connection, man.
Thank you for having me, and God bless you
Stay
guys, and God bless you guys, and keep this show successful. You know what I mean?
Right, we'll do that. Okay, Nigel, we'll do it again next week, God willing.
We do it again next week.
I think we'll have
next week. As
we'll be
always.
having a few people for the Wesley reunion.
Yes.
I think big things coming up in Wesley, so we want to find out what's happening with them. And then there's a long list of people that we have to bring in, you know, after that. Nigel, we are booked for until what, 2027?
Yeah, I probably
Yes, sir,
2028.
yeah. Nigel, you take care. We'll do it again next week. God willing.
We'll connect again, my dear.
All right then.